I cannot believe he is retiring from being bishop.
How long has he been bishop?
I think 30, 40 years.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's 30 or 40 years.
Seems that long.
Yes.
It brings back so many memories. Gosh, Denny, do you remember that? Oh, that mess that we had with the lamb on Good Friday.
Ellen, that was the wildest thing he ever came up with. He wanted to have a real lamb on Good Friday. Well, we didn't realize that if you put the lamb in the bathtub with dishwashing liquid, that it would take a lot to rinse him out. And we didn't realize that we were going to burn up a hairdryer trying to get him dry. And there was Al carrying this lamb down the aisle in his arms. And it was great. He sat down in the front of the congregation, caressing this dear little lamb. And after the first hymn, the lamb, you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Decided he was not going to stay in Al's lap.
Mm-mm.
And so Al had the lamb by the throat.
No.
And the poor thing was bleeding and carrying on. And there were those folks who thought that it was the greatest Good Friday service they had ever had. Meanwhile, the staff was behind the screen,
we were dying.
rolling, laughing.
He was bleating, not bleeding.
Yes, bleeding.
Okay.
Bleeding.
That's how I remembered it. But, gosh, funny thing about Al too is, do you remember he gets the biggest kick out of scaring people.
Oh, I remember it.
Yeah, and actually that probably comes in handy being a bishop.
Oh, he's used it many times,
Yeah.
those scare
Yeah,
tactics.
but I remember. Do you remember the one time he tried to get Joyce and the girls? They were watching some kind of scary movie.
Oh, Ellen, he almost wound up in jail.
He did. He came. He went out in the back window, stood out in the back window. You remember? And then his neighbor thought that there was an intruder, so he came around the corner, and Al almost got it in the head with a baseball bat.
I remember.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what.
Ellen, not only did he like to scare people, but he had a great sense of adventure. He loved excitement. I'm just thinking of the time that he saw the submarine in the middle of the ocean right beside his little boat. And then on top of all that, my wife, Pam, and you got him involved in NASCAR.
Yeah,
He's the NASCAR bishop.
He is. And what a great place to be, North Carolina. But, even though he went to 3 races with us, Denny, we still cannot get it through to him that you do not wear pleated jeans to a NASCAR event. I mean, so embarrassing.
But Ellen, he's a dresser.
I know. We had him untuck his t-shirt. That's the best we could do. And the pleats, there they were.
Ellen, do you remember the times we used to spend in the office with him? He would be preparing his sermon, running around in his slippers, and you and I would go in and sit on the desk and say, "Okay, who will be on the right or the left when you come into your kingdom, Al?"
Yeah. Then he became bishop, but all we got was like a postcard.
That's all we got.
That really stunk. Some of my favorite memories are Christmas Eve with Al.
Just the 3 of us.
Yeah. I mean, how many services did we do?
Multiples.
Lots of them. And you come back for that 11 o'clock service, and it's the skeleton crew. It'd be the 3 of us. And I always loved bringing in Christmas Day with you and Al, and giving each other hugs, and being the first to wish each other a blessed and Merry Christmas.
Great memories.
Yeah, really good.
Ellen, Al was not just our boss for all those years and our co-worker, but he was a great, great friend to us.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember having conversations with each other saying he always had our back, and he would always say, "I will even defend you, even if you're wrong. I will protect you."
Yeah.
Now, we might have gotten it later,
Right.
but he was just a true, true friend.
Yeah, just so loyal, and there was just a safety factor that we knew if anything went wrong, whether it had to do with what was going on at church or even in our personal lives, he'd be the first person we'd call.
And even to this day.
Yeah, it's the same. It sure is. Well, Denny, we could go on forever, but we better sign off here. It's going to be interesting, isn't it, to see during this new season in Al Joyce's life just what his marching orders are.
Oh, brings up a song.
Oh, it does bring up a song.